It's time now for the Athlete of the Week, and it's brought to you by Diamond Point and Sauk Center. And with us today is the Sauk Center athlete. This is Callie Sayevitz. Callie, how you doing?
Great.
All right. We want to talk about swimming and everything else you're involved in, but first we'd like to talk about your family first. Who is in your family?
Well, my parents are Jim and Jill, and I have a little brother Kyle and a little brother sister, or Kayla.
Okay. All right. You see her quite often, don't you?
Yep. She's on the swim team with me.
All right. Let's talk about your parents first of all. With the support that they give you, can you describe, say for example, what you do in the summer and how your parents help you out with that?
In the summer, we go to a swim club in Alexandria, and for a long time, my mom used to drive us up there every day. But now I can drive, so drive myself.
All right.
But yeah.
Well, that's a big thing. We want to get more into the summer stuff too. But as you swim, tell us what events you're in.
I'm in the 200 free and the 100 free, and then the freestyle relays.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of freestyle for you.
Yeah. I had a 1-year stint with the butterfly last year, but I started swimming the 100 this year, so it's new.
What makes a good freestyle swimmer? You talk about strength and technique. How would you describe being a good swimmer for the freestyle?
It depends on the distance. If you're a distancer, it generally helps to be tall and thin and long, lean muscles. But if you're sprinting, it helps to have big muscles and be able to just plow through the water and get there quick.
Mm-hmm. I do want to talk about the records that you hold already. It seems like every week you're knocking another one down. First of all, let's start at Sauk Center. How many pool records?
6.
Okay.
6, I think.
All right. And then and school records then too, right? Because that's different, right?
Yep. I have 4 school records.
Okay. And what are those in?
100, 200, 500 freestyles, and then the 100 butterfly.
All right. I should point out too, you're a junior, correct?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Now, how about some other pool records around the area? Where have you been?
Melrose, Park Rapids, Staples. A lot of the pools we swam at. I've had quite a few all over.
When you go to a different pool, do you look up at the board, and does that affect you at all?
Yeah, I like to see what kind of records are up there. I always like to go for something new, have a shot at it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Because wasn't there one up in Alexandria that you broke that's been up there for a long time?
Yep. I think it was 20 plus years up in Alec, 100 butterfly. Yep.
All right. So again, to be a good freestyler, as you talk about being strong, just go through your body. Where are you the strongest, and then also then blend in the technique that you have to use?
Well, I have really powerful legs. I played hockey for 7 years, I think, so that training definitely helped my legs, and I can power off the walls, get good dolphin kicks and things. And then the strong upper body with strong lats, so you can catch the water and just pull it back with you. And then, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So as far as the technique goes, are most swimmers the same, or are you different than anybody else, or how would you describe that?
We're all a little bit different in our own ways with what works best for our bodies, but generally we're the same.
So as Coach Schreiner talks about some of the drills that you do, maybe you could just show us your technique on, like he'll do this drill where you keep your elbow up, right? Talk us through that, okay?
Mm-hmm. Well, the elbow drill where you keep your elbow up is fingertip drag drill. So you'll be swimming freestyle and you'll drag your hands on top of the water to keep your elbow as high up as you can get it as you go.
When you talk about the dolphin kick, you stay underwater a long time, don't you? Is that by design?
Yeah. It's faster to go under the water for me, at least, to just be streamlined and go straight through the water and get there.
But you can only go so far, correct?
Mm-hmm. There's a 15-meter limit for how far you can go under the water.
So as you compete, say, your normal meets around here compared to, say, the state meet, are other swimmers doing that here? But is everybody doing it at the state then?
It kind of depends. Some people don't do very well with dolphin kicks, so they just don't do as much of it. But some people do really well with it, and they'll go to mid-pool off every wall.
And so what's the advantage of doing that then? Are you going faster than to say if you got up on the surface of the water?
Yeah, usually a lot of times you are. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it'll waste your air and your lung capacity, so you can't.
When you're in so many events like you are now with the relays, does that wear you out, not only physically but mentally, or you just get in shape for that too?
Sometimes it wears you out. It definitely does. But sometimes you're so pumped that you get to that end relay and you just want to kick it. You want to go fast.
Let's talk about with records. I asked a coach the other day, why are so many records being broken now? Because I look up on the boards last year, this year, so many records. Are there any reasons that you can think of? Why is that right now?
I think more kids are just getting into it and people want to join. It's getting bigger and it's a good sport. People are working hard. We're all going fast.
What he said then, though, was weight training is the biggest thing. So since you started swimming, when did you start?
I started when I was about 10.
Okay. So now you've been doing it for a while. How has weight training changed for you, and how has that helped you?
We do some weight training up in Alec in my summer club, and then we do some here. I think it's definitely helped me build some more muscle and go from being a distance swimmer, really lean, to building some muscle and being able to swim fast.
So what kind of weight training do you do then? Because again, you can't be too bulky out there, right? You have to stay flexible and lean. So what kind of workouts do you do?
We do squats, pull-ups, push-ups, just a bunch of body weight stuff too. More kind of just moving your body around, doing agility and that kind of thing too.
Nutrition. How important is nutrition to you?
Very important, really important. I don't eat junk food and I haven't for about 4 years.
Is that right? So by junk food, what do you mean?
Sweets, soda, chips, the whole shebang.
Okay. So give us a typical day here at school during your lunch. What are you eating?
For lunch, I usually have a salad with a bunch of grains and a bunch of vegetables and some kind of meat, and then yogurt or crackers or bread, any kind of extra carbs that I can get in there too.
All right. Because it has to be difficult, though. Say, like after school, you're going to get on the bus to go to a meet. Then again, what do you snack on?
My mom is really good about making sure we have food always having food. She'll bring us hot stuff after school, so we get eggs and wraps and sandwiches and everything.
So as you look at other athletes then, say even your teammates, and see what they're eating, do you try to advise them, or do you stay out of it, or what do you do?
I try to help them to an extent. I don't know. I don't want to be too pushy, I guess.
Well, I suppose it's a good thing for all of us, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that sounds good. So going forward, let's talk a little bit about the team here. The team has had some great success. Can you just mention some of your teammates and what they're doing, and why is Sauk Center Swimming so strong now, undefeated on the season, going to the true team state? What are some of the differences here?
I think we're all working really hard. We're just working together as a team and pulling on one rope at the same time, and it's doing great things for us.
Do you feel that other swimmers younger than you are kind of looking at you, and how do you handle that, and what do you try to do with them?
I definitely think they're probably looking at me, and I try and be a good example. I always try and go the extra mile when we're doing stuff. Like, okay, we can do one more. It's not that hard. We can make it through one more. Let's do this again, and let's do it right.
Can you mention some of your teammates too, that as you've seen them from whatever stage they were at, but now they're getting better and better? Who are some of those girls, and what are they doing?
Definitely my sister. She's definitely working hard. She does stuff with me, and we tag team it. We go together.
And others too?
Yep. All the captains are doing really well, and they're working hard. And then a lot of the younger kids that I've seen in 7th and 8th grades are definitely pushing it and trying to get there, watching me and doing their thing.
And we also have to mention too, Coach James Schreiner. What does he mean to you and to this whole program here in this team?
Oh man, he's great. He's always excited and always ready to go, always getting us in the pool and getting us to do the right things.
As much as you swim, though, there's got to be some days, be honest with me here, that you're thinking, I don't really feel like doing this today. How do you get over that? What do you say to yourself?
My motto, I guess, is just get a straw and suck it up. I just deal with it. Just go.
And you just got to go. So as you look at the future, I realize you're a junior, but as you look ahead, what do you think you might be doing?
swimming in college. I definitely want to do that. Don't know where, but somewhere.
Well, I should touch on too with the school itself. What are you interested in?
I love anatomy and body sciences kind of things. I want to be like a family physician. So I love that kind of stuff.
Do you talk to your dad about that?
Yeah, yeah.
So what does he think about that?
Yeah, he knew one of us was going to follow his footsteps, so I guess it'll probably be me.
All right. Well, congratulations on everything that you've done so far, and good luck the rest of the way. We'll keep following along, okay?
Thanks.
All right. This has been Callie Sivitz, and she's the Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Diamond Point and Sauk Center here on Mid-Minnesota Sports.